this video I'll show you how you can create professional maps using QGIS software. So the first thing you will do is make sure you have downloaded the OpenStreetMaps. It's always good to have a background map where you are working on. So the OpenStreetMaps are accessible from the web option in QGIS. So if I go to web option and quick map services, I have these options OSM over here, and if I click OSM standard, in background my OpenStreetMap should open. So by the way, if you want to enable OpenStreetMaps, you may need to download a plugin which is called quick map services. So how you can do that? By going to in plugins, manage and install plugins, and make sure you are connected to internet, of course. And here by searching quick map services, so as you can see here, it's already ticked on in my case because I have already installed it. But if you're using it first time, you may need to install quick map services, which basically installs OpenStreetMaps for you in QGIS. So you make sure you have this installed, and once you have this installed, you can access it in web, quick map services, OSM standard. This will help us to have a background map in which we can draw our map easily. So we have this background map. Let me just zoom in a little bit so I can see some zones, maybe some road networks, as you can see here. So we have a boundary, we can see a river flowing in an area, names of the areas, and the road networks clearly here. If we want to create something, let's say if we want to create a shapefile or a feature that we need to add on our map, we can do so by creating a shapefile layer. In QGIS, how you can create a layer is by clicking on this option, new shapefile layer. So once I click new shapefile layer, I have this window opens with me, in which I have to give a name to the layer on the type of the geometry which I want to add. So I have different types of features which I can add in a map: points, lines, polygons. Polygons are for specifying boundaries or areas. Lines are normally we use lines to mark the corridors in the network. Points are used to indicate stationary objects. This can be trees, buildings, or any stationary objects you want to specify. So let's create some points. You can give it a name if you want. I'm calling it 1. So as soon as I create one, I have this one layer open in QGIS map over here. But how do I enable and to make sure I add a point in the map? I have to make sure I'm in edit mode, which is toggled by clicking on this pencil icon, toggle editing, and then once you click on this, you have to click add point feature. Which point feature? Which we just added as layer 1. So now we need to click on this and add the point features. As soon as I enter the point feature, I have to give names to each point feature. So it's always a good idea to give unique names or IDs to each object that you create in QGIS, which will help you later on for the analysis purposes, as well as it will make sure you don't get any errors when you process something in QGIS. So in this case, let me just create a couple of points. So let's say my first point is over here, and as soon as I click the point, it asks for the ID, and let me say this ID is 1. And by the way, we should always give a unique ID. Don't repeat the same ID for different features. This is point 1. Let me say this is point 2, and some point 3 is over here. So I have just given 3 points. Let me connect these points with the corridor. So for that, I need to again create a new layer which will be a line layer. So I'll go to new shapefile again, name, let's say 2, and this time I will create a line. So I'll click line, click OK, and same procedure. Make sure you are on this layer number 2, toggle editing mode, and to add a line, we'll select line, add line feature, and then when you create a line, we will join these points with the line. You can create a line based on your needs and specifications. So let's say I have just made this random line that is connecting point 1, 2 and 3 together. So now I'll just right click once, and it asks for again a unique ID for the line, and let's say it's 2. Sorry, I already gave 2 to the point feature, so let's change it, maybe 4. Click OK. Now I have a line, but I'm not sure how it looks good right now. I cannot see it clearly, maybe the color and the width. So in order to change that properties, we have to right click on the layer which we want to change visually. Right click and select properties. By this you can do for all the layers in your map. Here you have an option to change the width of the color and the color itself from here. So let me make it a clear, which can be red, and the width is very low, so let's change it to 1.5 and click apply and click OK. So now you can see that the line feature is clearly visible. If you want to change the colors for the points, you can also repeat the same thing for the points. So go to the point layer, same, right click, properties and color, and let's say we want to make it blue. So we'll make it blue, and the size is okay too, no need to change it. Click OK. So now my points are blue and my line feature is red. Let's make another thing, which is a polygon. So let's make a new shapefile, give it a name 3 and select polygon. So polygon, as I mentioned earlier, is used to indicate boundary. Go to edit mode and add a polygon, and let's say we are adding a polygon surrounding these features we just created. And once you want to finish it, just right click, give a feature name, let's make it 5. So now a polygon is ready itself. If you want to change the colors and properties, you can also right click on the polygon, go to properties, and here you can change the opacity. If you want to make it a little transparent so you can see the objects on the maps, you can reduce the opacity from here. If it is 100%, it means it's not transparent. So let's make sure it's around somewhere between 60 and 70, so we can able to see the network features or the map features clearly. You can also change the color if you want. You can also change the default. There are a lot of options here. You can select if you want from here, and also change it from here. So let's make it yellow and click apply and click OK. And now you can see that it's now we can see the areas behind this polygon. So once you have it, how do you make a map out of it, and how do you present it, or how you export it as an image or a PDF? So for that, you will go to project option, and you will go to new print layout. You can give it a name. Let's call it example map. Click OK. And now this is the plotting window or the printing window, where you can add the features for the map that you want to export it as a figure or as a PDF. So how do you add it? It's very simple. You just go to this option here. You have the map, add a map. So this map basically will add the map which was in your window where you were working, which was in the snapshot or which was in the snap window. So for example, if I want to create I want to add the map which I just working on, I will click add map, and then it will ask for the area where you want to import that background map. So I will make by dragging the left button, I will make an area where it will import my background map where I was just working on in QGIS. So as you can see that it is imported that window exactly as it is based in the size that I wanted it to add. So I want to present it, but it still does not look complete. I need to give a title. So in order to give a title, you have this window, add text, add label. Click on this one, and then same procedure, dragging the left button, you can add the title. Once you add the text, you have an option here to change the title. Let's call it example map. And now if I go to font, you want to change the size of it. Yes, I can see it clearly over here. You can go to font, click font, and change the size to, let's say, 24. And now you can see that it is quite clear. You can also move it somewhere here. Now I have the title of the map, I have the background of the map, and now I can add the legend which will show all the layers that are available in the map. This is the legend which showing the layer numbers and the layer features, points as blue, red as a line, and yellow as the polygon. OSM standard, because we are using OSM standard maps as a background. Now another important thing which is always present in the professional maps is a scale. So we'll add a scale bar over here, and the next thing, add a north face, indicating the north on the map. So this is the basic information that is normally presented in the map. If you want to save it, you can go to layout and export as image. You can export it as a PDF, also as a SVG.